Welcome to Tech Bytes and News, your daily roundup of articles featured in Hacker News. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of GPU, Network on Chip, NoC, architecture. Specifically, a paper detailing a real-world analysis of NVIDIA GPUs across several generations. Get ready for some serious tech talk, folks.
Ooh, GPS. Always a hot topic. So excited. What are the key takeaways from this research? Is it all simulations, or did they actually get their hands dirty with real hardware?
They went full-on hardware hacking. This isn't some theoretical exercise. They measured latency and bandwidth on actual V100, A100, and H100 GPUs. The big surprise? Latency is wildly non-uniform, up to a 70% difference depending on core and memory location. Bandwidth, however, is surprisingly uniform.
Whoa, 70%. That's a massive discrepancy. What causes such uneven latency?
It all boils down to physical placement. The paper meticulously maps out the hierarchical structure of these GPUs, SMS within TPCs, TPCs within GPCs, and even partitions in the newer A100 and H100. Further apart the core and memory, the higher the latency. They even used Pearson correlation to show how similar latency patterns reveal core placement. Ingenious.
So you're saying we could potentially use latency measurements to map out the internal structure of a GPU? That's unsettling. What about the implications for security?
Exactly. This non-uniform latency is a double-edged sword. It's a potential goldmine for timing side-channel attacks. Think about it. An attacker could exploit these latency variations to infer information about a program's execution, potentially revealing sensitive data. They looked at AES and RSA key recovery as examples.
Yikes! So how do we defend against this? More layers of abstraction? Some kind of latency randomization?
They propose a clever solution: random thread block scheduling. Instead of statically assigning kernels to cores, they suggest randomly assigning them. This effectively randomizes the latency, making timing attacks much harder. It's a software solution, so no extra hardware complexity.
That's brilliant. A simple, elegant solution. But what about the NoC architecture itself? Did they find any bottlenecks?
Previous research pointed to the reply network as a major bottleneck, especially with the many-to-few-to-many communication pattern common in GPUs. But this paper challenges that assumption. Their real-world measurements show high bandwidth utilization, exceeding 85% in many cases. The simulation models, it turns out, were not accurately reflecting reality. They emphasize the importance of considering the entire bandwidth hierarchy, from the NoC to the memory controllers, to avoid creating a network wall.
So the simulations were misleading? That's a crucial point. It highlights the importance of real-world testing.
Absolutely. This paper really underscores the need for accurate NoC modeling in GPU simulations. They also discuss the challenges of maintaining uniform bandwidth in multi-hop topologies like 2D meshes, highlighting the advantages of hierarchical crossbar architectures. It's a comprehensive look at the intricacies of GPU NoC, with implications for both performance and security.
This has been a fantastic deep dive. Thanks for breaking down this complex research in such a clear and engaging way. It's amazing how much we can learn from carefully analyzing real-world hardware.
My pleasure. And remember, listeners, stay curious, keep experimenting, and always question your assumptions. Until next time, this is Tech Bytes and News signing off. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.